What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about what to do when you find yourself in a situation where a beautiful woman is caught looking at you and you're kind of caught off guard. The reason I'm making this video is that there's been some cringeworthy advice being tossed around here on YouTube, all the way from looking to your left, oh, look down, or posture a certain way. And I really feel that you guys are being let down by that kind of advice. And it actually creates more barriers between people and it screws up your dating life. So without further ado, let's go into what you should do. But before we do that, let's talk about what really happens when a beautiful woman does look at you. Now, I'll give you a prior experience or prior experiences when I was young. So I would sometimes be at a party or be at a bar or what have you. And I'd just find myself locking eyes or catching a glimpse of a beautiful woman who happened to look back. Now, at that particular point, what I would feel in my body is my heart rate would elevate. It would feel like my body's sinking. All of a sudden, my fight or flight response comes online, and I kind of cave in. And then I had to consciously figure out, oh shoot, this is not what I need to do, and kind of puff off my chest and look her way or whatnot. And all of this stuff she's actually being able to observe. Remember, people make judgments of you in microseconds. So the fact that you have to posture, you've already lost when you end up doing so. The point that I'm trying to make is that my default state at that particular time was one of fear. So we need to talk about what your default state may be. Some guys basically, well, most of us basically cave in, or some of us become too overly aggressive and puff out our chest or what have you. And I think all of those just lead to nowhere. So we need to have a good natural default state. And that, man, I can't even spell natural. And that needs to be one where you're smiling, you're inviting, and not intimidating. The other person, whoever they may be, whatever their disposition may be, they need to have an experience of you as somebody who's warm and inviting and would be good to have a conversation with. So I worked really difficult to change my natural default state from being at a place of naturally caving in and then posturing to now wherever I am, whoever I'm locking eyes with, I just smile and grin. The widest smile I could afford. Well, I have plenty to give, it's free. So I feel that if you train yourself to just smile and just be full of bubbling, positive energy, people will be attracted to you. And normally what happens is when you come across and lock eyes with somebody, even maybe a beautiful woman, the first thing that you do, your auto response is to smile in a really warm fashion, and that is being transmitted and received in a very positive way. So the way to do that is you could condition yourself. So a lot of guys that I come across will basically tell me that, hey, Ali, I just don't know what to say around a woman and what have you. You don't even need to think of any of that stuff. Just concentrate on creating the state of being where you're smiling at everybody. What does that look like? Well, I'll go down, walk a strip mall or a shopping center or the beach, and I'll just smile at everybody. Eye contact, smile, and the widest grin that I could afford. And I constantly do that every day when I get out of my house, everybody that I meet and what have you. And especially when I come across a really beautiful woman, I just do that naturally. Now, wherever that needs to go, it could go, but it's just getting the habit of feeling connected to other people around you and being that source of warm, positive energy, which later on could lead to good connections if you decide that's where you need to go. And so keep that in mind, that this is something that needs to be practiced. It's a way of being. It's not a way of posturing. It needs to become second nature. The person that smiles the first and even says hi before the other person does is perceived to be more inviting and accepting. So that's what we all need to work towards. Just get out there in public. Anytime you're at a party or even at a bar, you feel you're out of your own element, just go ahead and lock eyes with everybody you come across and just smile. Just give them acceptance. And people will receive you in a very, very warm manner. And their mood's going to change as well too. So I guarantee you that if you keep on doing this for the next 2 or 3 days, this will become just your subconscious behavior. And you're not going to be thinking about posturing or what have you and whatnot. Come fast forward, you come across a really beautiful woman, you're walking across, and before you even know it, you're smiling and she's smiling back at you. And, wherever that goes from there. So having said that, I'd love to hear what your comments are. I'd love to hear how you respond to this, and do share with me what your experiments are and how this comes across playing in the real world, because I've tried this. This is something that I practice in my daily life and what have you, and I've had just some tremendous experiences, and I just feel so much more confident, so much more giving, and I feel people receive me in just a beautiful manner. So I hope you do the same thing and share with me what's going on, and until next time, take care.